Hello everyone and welcome again to Grace of Ray Real Estate Made Simple. Today we're not talking real estate. I started a series on goal setting and I promised I was going to come back to teach you how to crush your goal even before the end of the year. Once again, I want to tell you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so. Click the link by your side and just press subscribe. So let's go into it. How do I crush my goal or my target in a given year? We started by saying you need to write down your goals and targets. And I said there was an exercise you needed to do. Write it 100 times. If you have not done that, don't stop this video and go back. 100 times. Write it. And I said don't type it. I said write it with a biro and a paper. Write out these goals and targets 100 times. If you have done that, well, good. Put your hands together for yourself. The next thing you need to do, read this goal to yourself twice a day, in the morning and in the night. When reading these goals, what are you supposed to do? I have right in front of me my turnover goal for 2021. Is in front of me. So not only do I read it to myself, I actually position those goals and targets everywhere I stay for a very long time. Because my imaginative power is my creative ability. I can never have anything I do not create. So it's right in front of me, right now in my office. It's in front of my bed. It's in my bathroom. There was a time that my goals were everywhere in the house. So when I'm climbing the staircase, I'll see it. When I'm in the kitchen, I'll see it. You know why? Because I'm creating the picture of my dream. So you need to read it to yourself twice if you can't do all this, because maybe you're staying in a place that you can actually not do this, but just read it to yourself. Be consistent twice a day. And when you're doing that, shout, read it loud, read it loud, read it loud, because you are sinking fear. Like I said, don't ever set a goal for yourself that you can achieve. I said, don't be reasonable. Success is for fighters. Don't be reasonable. I don't set reasonable goals because I set goals that can actually bring out the best of me, because in every human you have the best of you. So God created you for big things, not small things. So shout. If you have to shout, shout. Sometimes when I want to shout and I'm in a place where I can't shout, I just go into my car, lock the door and I shout. I'll sink fear. The next thing you need to do is, how strong is your desire? You know, you have goals, you have targets. How strong is your desire? How strong is your desire to achieve this goal? So you need to begin to build a strong desire to achieve the goal. How can your desire be strong? Is by putting things that you want to do when you achieve this goal. For example, one of my goals last year was to drive the latest Prado, which is costing me like 30 million. And I needed to really drive this car. I had to go to the place where they sell it, had a feel of the car. So, you know, I had a strong desire that everything around me was breathing the car. And I crushed it. So you have to have a strong desire. Then how desperate are you to achieve this goal? How desperate are you? Are you desperate about it? If you are desperate, you go out of the box because you are desperate. You cannot but achieve this goal. You know, this is your target. You cannot but achieve it. And sometimes I said, to be desperate, you need to give yourself more expenditure. I give an example that when I wanted to move my income from where I was to where I wanted to be as at that time, what I did was to look at what is one thing that will cause disgrace to me. Rent and school fees. You know, as a parent, if you don't pay school fees, your kids can really come to you and it won't be funny. And if you don't pay your rent as a family, maybe you're setting a family goal, then your landlord will come. So what do? We will now decide to move our rent to a bigger apartment or a better place where the rent is like higher than what we normally pay. So that means I need to increase my income. So I have to be desperate because I don't want the landlord coming, knocking at my door. But it's training. If you are desperate because you have to pay your rent, then you'll be desperate to buy your house. So whatever you have not trained for, you cannot achieve. The next thing you need to do is to focus on adding value. Value, value, value. These are your goals and target. Maybe it's monetary. You want to make more money. You want to have more money. You want to travel. You want to enjoy. And you need money for things like this. Then you need to have a product that adds value. You need to have a lot of streams of income, but value-driven streams of income. Like real estate, that's what I do. There is no way investors come my way and they won't buy from me, because I dish out value. I make sure they buy below market value. I make sure they sell at good profit. I make sure they buy properties that have good title. So once you see me, once you are with me, you are safe. So everything about me in the real estate space is value, 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 value. And because I'm dishing out value, even in my university, I'm dishing out value. People just naturally gravitate to solution. Make yourself a solution provider, and people will naturally, money gravitates to solution. Money gravitates to problem solvers. Continuous money will gravitate to you if you solve problems daily. So give value, value, value. Time management. So I'll say, how strong is your desire? How desperate are you to achieve it? Focus on adding value, value. Then the fourth thing is time management. Every target should be time bound. There is no open-ended goals or targets. If I'm looking at my target that is right in front of me now, this target is a 1-year target, 2021. The turnover, the profit is right in front of me. So there is a time bound. So because it's time bound, I have to also focus on using my time to achieve this target. So when I come to the office or when I go out, everything I do is intentional. I need to achieve this target. I need to crush this goal. So I manage my time properly. So every day I must be doing something about my targets and my goals. Then the next thing you need to do is monitor your achievements. A lot of times, a lot of people just set goals, targets. They don't monitor it. How often do you check what you have done? If you visit your goals and target every day, it becomes that means you are monitoring the goals and target. Because once I visit my goals and target every day, I actually cancel some. Maybe in a week I've done something, so I strike it out. So you need to monitor your progress to know, are you going to increase your desire? Are you going to work on your time management? Or are you going to open more channels for value, value, value? Then if you want a turnover of 100 billion, then you need to be doing business in billions. So with monitoring your goals and monitoring your targets, you will know, you can measure if you have to change some things and add some things. Then lastly, you need to celebrate your achievements. There was a time that my celebration was just to go to a hotel with my husband and sleep and come back the next day. You think it was a big deal because the hotel looked nicer than my bed. The hotel looked nicer than my house. At least somebody came to serve me breakfast. But that's no longer, I don't celebrate with that again, because that's like, my house is actually looking like a hotel. But coming from selling fairly used clothes in the streets of Lagos, used clothes in the street of Lagos, and now I can say my home looks like a hotel, then there was times I had to celebrate my achievement by just taking a weekend out. So you need to celebrate your achievement. What that does for you is a time of reflection. When you celebrate like that, you are eager to do more. You are eager to do more. It's going to be a very beautiful year. So if you are planning to invest, start now. Celebrate your deposits, because some people want to complete the money before they buy into investment. Celebrate your deposits. So if you deposit, you celebrate that you have deposited. If you want to learn or you want to go to the real estate school, enroll. Celebrate your first class before you meet me to mentor you. Everything you need to do to achieve what you want, you must plan to celebrate. And so if they come your way again, don't forget to share, like this video, and God bless you.